We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Cobras and the Blazers. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Drew Land is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Mark Lacey, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And he gets ahead 0-1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. In there, a base hit.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
Now at the plate, Jonathan Atkins, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. From the belt, the pitch, and he takes ball 1.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Lacey aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Rosa is there. 1 out.
Batting third, the third baseman, Paul Taylor.
Into the box, Paul Taylor. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's set. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Runner's going. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball. The 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike that it just comes in out of the zone. If you can command that with movement, it's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Digging in now, Michael Wright, and he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. First offering on its way. Drilled to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Lo. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and potentially lose the first 2 games of the set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
Stepping in now, Brad Benton, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Now the 2-0. Nope. Buford Christian would be next if they can keep this inning alive. From the stretch. That's on the outer edge, 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Standing in, Buford Christian. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Ready with the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. 23 pitches already here in the first inning. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Here's the 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Richardson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Cobras on top 1-0. David Lund, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Richardson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And now pitch on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he races the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Into the box now, Nori Dizzy. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Lund has logged upwards of 1,400 innings pitched so far in his career, and with an ERA just hovering around the 3.00 benchmark. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. For the current campaign, Dizzy is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Again, a 1-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Now the payoff pitch home. That's lifted the other way out to left. Christian has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Batting third, the second baseman, Colt Snow.
Digging in, Colt Snow. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And now Now the runner's trying for third. Pitch inside. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
That's not easy to do. To steal third off a catcher that has an elite arm like this, great base running there.
A man at third with one away. 3-1.
We're seeing a good AB here from the three-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
3-2 now.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and one away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
From the stretch, Brock Sanders stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Runners are at the corners with one man out. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
Balls and a strike.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. Make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So now to the plate, Leon Richardson, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Sharp ground ball to third. He can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left. In to score from third is the tying run. It's 1-1.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
At the plate, Mad Dog Jackson, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Fouled away. 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Slow roller down the third baseline. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 1 inning in the books here, all tied at 1-1. Second inning set to go, and standing in the outfielder, King Giles.
King Giles.
First delivery to him on the way. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Snow backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Batting it, the second baseman, Suarez.
Stepping up now, Glenn Suarez. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's up to him.
One out, nobody on. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Fouled off. Line to the right side, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Striding into the box, David Lund. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
2 out, nobody on. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run, and no one will track it down. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Scott Jordan. First pitch on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Batting in, the shortstop, Alejandro Rosas.
Stepping into the box, Alejandro Rosas, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Rosas has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he fouls this one off. He'll try again, 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Wright is after it. Makes the throw to first. 2 down. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Drew Land. Here's the first pitch to him. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Strike 2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Digging in to try it again, Mark Lacey. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch.
0-1.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. To short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. At the plate, Jonathan Adkins. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope, at the ball. That's outside.
Atkins, originally from Mississippi. He's a 9-year major league vet. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Stepping up to the plate, Paul Taylor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back. From the stretch.
0-1 the count.
Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high. 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Richardson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The catcher, number 4, Michael Wright.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Wright. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
And it's fouled away. Set to deal on 2-2. Fouled away. 2 out with a man at first. Now a throw over. Runner back safely. The 2-2 one more time. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Here's another 2-2. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Now in the box, Richardson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Richardson has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball one. So far this season, Richardson is working with a slugging percentage over 550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
The 2-1. Full count now, 3-2. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Now to the plate, Nori Dizzy, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. A bouncer up the middle. There's one. On to first, a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Digging in, Colt Snow. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So digging in now, Brad Benton. He drew a walk his first time up.
Brad Benton.
Now the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
At the plate now, Buford Christian, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0. Two and one after the foul ball there. Has a look, now the pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. A runner at second, nobody out. Fouled off. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dizzy is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, King Giles.
So striding forward now, King Giles. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit out towards second. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Glenn Suarez.
Ready for another chance, Glenn Suarez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The 0-1 offering. Men on third with 2 down. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
C.J. Wolf answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. To the plate now, David Lund, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
Well, his guys just gifted him with a 2-out RBI, and now he's got a chance to help himself, too.
Comes set, the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And a relay home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
In now, Mark Lacey. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. A step on second for the force, and that'll do it. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Cobras lead it 3-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Brock Sanders.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike one. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Swing and a line drive. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. So coming to the plate, Leon Richardson. He reached on a single in his first try. And the pitch. And that misses for ball one. Count now a ball and a strike. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now back, first baseman, Mad Dog Jackson.
First things first, here's a throw over. And he'll dive back in. Standing in now, Mad Dog Jackson, and he fouls this one off. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. Runner's back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 1-1.
Yep, 1-1.
Shin high, that's taken for a ball. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Scott Jordan. He's set and the pitch.
Nope.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. The second for 1. On to the pitcher covering at first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. We played 4 full. Mississippi is on top here, 3-1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Jonathan Atkins. First pitch of the at-bat. The 1-0 home. Drilled to the left side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Now at the plate, Paul Taylor. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
1-0 count. Here it is. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Reined in. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next will be the power-hitting catcher, Michael Wright. First pitch on its way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it's now a 4-1 ball game. into the box, Brad Benton. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Now the 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Now the 2-1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. The 2-2. Hit to short. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. So one run here on 2 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Cobras are out on top 4-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Alejandro Rosas. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And it's 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among the league leaders in that department. Lucius Rojas will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1-0. They'll come in here at 263. 4 home runs and 15 RBIs. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Now here it comes. Fouled away. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. A payoff pitch one more time. And another foul ball. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And that's lifted the other way out to left. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 13, Richardson.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Richardson. First delivery to him on the way.
Count 1-0.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fouled off. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Miguel Santana takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Miguel Santana.
Ready once again, Buford Christian. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
Buford Christian.
Here comes the first pitch. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
So now to the plate, King Giles. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Throw over to first, just keeping him close. The 2-0 on the way. Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Glenn Suarez, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. He was swung on and missed. A full count now.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. High and deep to left center field. A ball that's tarrying. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
And that's an ideal start to the inning right here. The leadoff man strokes a double, and the next guy comes up and swaps places with him, chasing his partner home. Could be a big inning.
Into the box now, Glenn Suarez, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. No one out with a runner at second. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Line toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8th, 9th hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
To the plate now, David Lund, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. There's one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
The bat, number 7.
Ready for another shot now, Mark Lacey. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge.
3-0 to him now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Digging in and looking for more, Jonathan Adkins. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The 1-0. Misses inside off the plate.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
First and second now, 1 man out. And an early birthday gift as he swings and misses at ball 4. On the ground to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But the recovery will come too late and the bases are loaded now.
You never want to beat a pitcher pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Striding in, Paul Taylor. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
From the stretch. On a rope to the second baseman.
The catcher, number 4, Michael Wright.
Standing in, Michael Wright.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Mississippi is on top 6-1. Into the box now, Nori, Dizzy, and Van Heen, his fellow top of the order hitters, haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Here's the first pitch to him. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now the pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Popped him up. And there's your first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Colt Snow.
Now batting, Colt Snow. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball, that count.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Hit softly down the line at first. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just one out into the sixth inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Jeremy Kilpatrick enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with one out in the inning. Brock Sanders will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Runners on first with one down. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-0. Kilpatrick playing here in his age 31 season. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
And he fouls this one off. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his fifth strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Stepping in now, Leon Richardson, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Two out with the man at first. Two balls and no strikes. Line towards center field. Adkins is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brad Benton.
The first baseman, Brad Benton.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's his bag.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Standing in now, Buford Christian, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball two.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
And it's fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Another one sent foul. Now another 2-2. Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Hey, guys, listen, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking, we really avoided a worse fate. Jordan English comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are two on here with nobody out. At the plate now, King Giles, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Not what he wanted to do there with the slider as it misses well above the zone. First and second here with nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1 pitch. It was swung on and missed for strike number 2. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The 2-2 one more time is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate, Glenn Suarez, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Skied into straightaway right. Richardson is there, 2 down.
The pitcher, number 30, Jeremy Kilpatrick.
Sean McKee will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
McKee.
Hit hard down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. With runners in scoring position this season, McKee is exactly a .400 hitter.
Yeah, this is a great spot for him right now. He just seems to have been picking up left-handed pitching great all season long.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
0-2, here it comes.
Off the plate, ball 1.
you're on the mound right there and you're getting a swing at a breaking ball off the plate, do not be shocked if he's tucked something up under this guy's chin hot right here.
And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Rosa is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Cobras are out in front 6-1. Brian Bledsoe gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Leading off the inning, Mad Dog Jackson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch on its way.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Fouled away.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Giles has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
The batter, the third baseman, Scott Jordan.
So stepping in, Scott Jordan. He's set and the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 1-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box, Alejandro Rosas. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. That's by him for strike 1. One and one, here it comes. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. At the plate, Mark Lacey.
For the Cobras, the shortstop, Mark Lacey.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 on its way.
1-1. Two balls, one strike.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Runs up and gets this one down. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The 32, Jonathan Atkins.
Now at the plate, Jonathan Atkins. Here's the first pitch to him.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Here's a drive out toward the gap in left center. He's through first and hustling for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Into the box now, Paul Taylor. And he lays off there, 1-0 on the season. Taylor enters the day with a slugging percentage in the 460s, a number he can be proud of. Now the 1-0.
Oh, that's off the plate. Oh, that's outside.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Three and 1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
To the plate now, Michael Wright, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Inside with the breaking ball. 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
2 out here and a runner at second. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
The first baseman, number 9, Brad Benton.
Into the box now, Brad Benton. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. From the stretch.
Count 2-1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
The 2-1. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's now 7-1.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
A little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Stepping in now, Buford Christian. There's a shot to left field and deep. Looking up is the left fielder. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Bob Melvin's going to make his way out for a conference at home plate, and it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Michael Robinson will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Zach Zimmer will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 46, Zach Zimmer.
In now, King Giles.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0.
Hey.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
4 runs here in this half inning. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cobras are out in front here, 10-1. Ready now, Zach Zimmer, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now the pitch. Here's the 0-1, and he misses with it, 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
The 1-1.
Ball 2.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Richardson will be next. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
So striding in, Richardson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Now back, left fielder, Nori Dizzy.
Striding in once again, Nori Dizzy. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. Can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage 2-0.
Now the 2-1 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Digging in once again, Colt Snow. He's set. Here it comes. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A 3-run shot down the line in left. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
This is something you don't see every day. It had the distance the second it left the bat, but it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Ed Robinson will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Richard Wise is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
And batting 9th, number 17, Richard Wise.
So now to the plate, Brock Sanders, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike. I got 2-1 the count.
3 runs already home here. All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
At the plate now, Leon Richardson, as he'll take a look at ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 pitch.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. 9th inning coming up. It's now a 10-4 score. At the plate, Glenn Suarez. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game.
Glenn Suarez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now back, right fielder, Richard Wise.
Stepping in, Richard Wise. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball here, too low. It's 1-0. Robinson has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Wise is playing in right field today, although he can often be found in center. Unable to find the zone with the slider. 1 out, nobody on. A bouncer up the middle. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 7, Mark Lacey.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Mark Lacey. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch on its way. Skied down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. Into the corner. He makes the catch to end the inning. Striding in to start the ninth, Mad Dog Jackson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Mad Dog Jackson.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Wise is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth.
The pitcher, number 41, Michael
Howard Urban will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Howard Urban.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Alejandro Rosas.
Stepping in, Alejandro Rosas. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Hit softly on the ground to third. He's right there. Throw on to first is in time to get him, and the Cobras have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
10-4 the final in this game. The Cobras put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. David Lund earns win number 7 on the season. Drew Land couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Stands our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 10 runs on 16 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the home team, 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.